Hey guys, recently HBO has released stills from Game of Thrones Season 7 premiere episode, which along with recently released titles and descriptions gave us rather a few huge hints regarding the first episode of the 7th season. The first episode that will premiere on Sunday night is named Dragonstone, and as HBO confirmed it will run for 59 minutes. In the description for this episode, there's stated that Jon organizes the defense of the North, Cersei tries to even the odds, and Daenerys comes home. New stills that have recently been released didn't show much, but it certainly did confirm a few highly expected events that will take place in the first episode. While the official trailer confirmed that Bran Stark will arrive at Winterfell at some point of the upcoming season, a new still from episode 1 that includes Mira Reed revealed that Bran and his long-standing friend and protector will finally cross or at least arrive at the wall in the very first episode. This shot, that includes Dolorous Set accompanied with a few brothers of the Night's Watch, is most likely taken a few moments before a shot in which the acting Lord Commander accompanied with the same man is welcoming Mira, as not only that he's accompanied with the same brothers, but I also don't expect anyone else to arrive at the wall, at least not in the same episode. There are also a few stills from King's Landing in which we can see a person painting a giant map of Westeros in the Red Keep for his queen, while the next shot contains the queen herself, Cersei, standing on the same map with a glass of wine. There will most certainly be a few scenes that will include Cersei and Jaime Lannister planning their battles over a dozens of feet long giant map of Westeros. As it's been stated in the description of this episode, Cersei will try to even the odds by making new alliances, which will firstly in the first episode be with Randall and his house Tarly. While the Mad Queen and her brother are deliberating how to make her reign last a bit longer, now that Daenerys, supported with a few allies, has finally arrived at Westeros with her dragons and her armies, we also have a few shots from Winterfell that are once again confirming a few events that will take place over there in the first episode. We have this shot that includes Jon Snow's most trusted ally, Lady Lyanna Mormont. This shot is once again confirming that in the very first episode of the upcoming season, there will be a huge meeting in Winterfell that will attend, obviously the King in the North himself, all Northern Lords and other important people. This meeting will determine fate of treasonous Northern houses that betrayed them by supporting the Boltons, which I can tell for sure since one promotional photo confirmed an appearance of Ellis Karstark as we got to see an actress Megan Parkinson. As I said in previous video, appearance of Ellis Karstark in the upcoming season is not that surprising at all since Parkinson's agency has confirmed her appearance in the 7th season of Game of Thrones a few months ago. Long story short, Ellis Karstark is daughter of Rickard Karstark and is an heir of House Karstark since her father and two brothers died a long time ago, while her only remaining brother Harold will either be executed or sent to the wall for his betrayal. This meeting that will most likely result with Jon Snow's refusal to hold Ellis responsible for her brother's betrayal has also been hinted by the official description of the first episode, as there stated, Jon organizes the defense of the North. Meaning that beside determining fate of treasonous northern houses, the King in the North will also discuss the threat of the Night King and his undead army with other northern lords. Jon Snow will insist that they need to start mining obsidian, a form of volcanic glass which is, beside Valyrian steel, the only known substance capable of killing White Walkers, while it's also important to highlight that large amounts of it can be found on Dragonstone Island. Jon knows that dragonglass is more valuable than gold, and it will be one of the main reasons that will lead him to leave Winterfell for Dragonstone a bit later. Dragonstone will be the place on which Jon and Daenerys will meet for the very first time, even though Jon Snow's main intention will not be just to meet Daenerys, but rather to try to collect as much dragonglass as he can, as well as to try to persuade Dany to send her armies and dragons to the north. There are also a few stills from the first episode that includes Daenerys, which is not surprising as it's already been confirmed a long time ago by a bunch of promotional photos that Dany will arrive at Dragonstone. As the last statement in the official description, as well as the title of the first episode says itself, Daenerys will finally come home at Dragonstone, an island which is the location of the castle of Dragonstone, the ancestral seat of House Targaryen. Daenerys was born on Dragonstone, and after 6 seasons of preparations, she will now finally arrive home with her 2 large armies, 3 dragons, and with the support of a few powerful allies. While the huge meeting in Winterfell, Bran's and Mira's arrival at the Wall, as well as Dany's arrival at Dragonstone are the main events of the Season 7 premiere, there will doubtlessly be much more to see. Tomorrow we'll be introduced with a theory that is not only highly possible to happen, but also to take place in the first episode. And